you got here?
Oh my goodness.
This an engine or what?
That's a whole story.
Huh? Well, you mind explaining it to me?
Good to talk to you, Denny.
Yeah, say hello to
Yeah, I will. See,
maybe we'll see you in Bowling Green.
I hope so.
Yeah, Bob. I remember.
Yeah. How you doing, my man? You doing all right?
You're at it again, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm trying. What you got here, Denny's?
Well, make a long story short.
No, don't make it short. Don't make it short, Denny.
In 1970, when we had to redo engines for non-lead fuel in '71, I had been developing, not only had developed the Stage 1 engine, but the Stage 2 off-road stuff. And I had built some experimental parts.
Oh, really?
One of them was a heavy-duty 455 cylinder block with thicker, stronger bulkheads and 4-bolt main caps.
Okay.
And I also, once I had the Stage 2 cylinder head developed, I decided to make some cylinder heads with large intake ports.
Oh, really?
Of which these are two of. With the big intake ports that were so big that we had to put a tube through the push rod for the push rods to go through.
Oh, really?
For the valve train.
Wow. So okay. So it's since I see what you're saying.
These are big, and I made 4 of these.
Okay.
And we shut down our development program at Buick because we had to go work on, as I said, the non-lead fuel and low compression ratio.
And what year was that?
About 1971.
71.
So I sent this cylinder block, this 4-bolt main bearing cap cylinder block.
Oh, it's got 4 bolts in it?
It's got 4 bolts.
Look at that.
4 bolts and a heavy-duty block.
Wow.
So I sent this block and these 2 cylinder heads to a pro stock racer in North Carolina that was running pro stock, and he said, I can run 2 4 barrels, I'll make an intake.
Wow. You mind if I come in?
Come on in. And this is the intake manifold that he made. Okay?
Oh my God. Look at that.
And about 10 years ago, these original cylinder heads, cylinder block, and this intake manifold showed up at a Buick performance meet in Ohio.
Really?
And there was a Buick performance group that acquired these parts and put them on this engine stand, and they were down in a body shop in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, really?
And kind of out of sight, out of mind. And I was working with the guys who said, this is pretty historic Buick engine development stuff. We need to get it out and show it to Buick enthusiasts.
Really?
So about 4 years ago, I had a chance to acquire it.
Oh, really?
And we brought it to Bowling Green, Kentucky a couple times for the Buick Grand Sport Grand National meet. And we brought it to Lyle for the BCE National meet last year. And this year, since we were bringing a car, 66 Riviera here for a show, put it in the trailer.
The car behind you there?
The car behind you.
Okay.
So we brought it here to show. And because I now have this, and I'm interested in showing it and sharing this history with Buick people, I started to accumulate other parts. And I have about 20 pieces of hardware now that I have accumulated, and I'm writing the history, and it's going to go in a museum someday. We're planning right now to bring it back to Bowling Green, Kentucky, again with all the parts for the GS Nationals in 2024, next year, spring, May timeframe. And I've also done a presentation, a video of about a half an hour long on the history of this. And we have that on video. We're going to bring it, try to set it up on a TV so people at the meet can come and listen and see it.
Oh, really?
And also, I've had 2 of the engineers that helped develop the Turbo V6.
Okay.
We've also done a video, and we're going to plan to bring that also and share it with the participants.
Okay.
So I'm writing the history, the parts we're gonna save, and hopefully if I live long enough, we'll get it in a museum someplace for preservation.
Okay, all right. Wow, Denny.
Okay.
That's all right. So hey, was these the headers? The headers on here, that's not factory. That's not factory there.
When I did the stage 2 cylinder head with the big exhaust ports, I didn't do an exhaust manifold because I knew the racers were all going to throw them away. So I did a header.
Really?
This is one of the prototype headers.
Oh, really?
With the stage 2 head.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's one of the early prototypes. And we actually...
When did you do that? Like, was that
about 1968.
68,
About
really?
1968.
Look at that. Wow. So,
We tooled this with a speed shop in Flint that produced headers.
okay.
And so we were able to make about 200 of the stage 2 exhaust port heads for service.
Wow.
We sold them through GM dealers, and they could buy this header from Flint if they wanted to go with the cylinder heads.
Okay.
There were a couple of companies in California that also made headers to go with the big exhaust
With the
port
big
heads.
exhaust,
Yeah,
okay.
this is one of the original prototypes that we
Oh,
did.
really? Okay. So tell me this. With you opening all of this up, that didn't cause no overheating problems or anything like that?
We never ran them. I had them made to this point. We didn't anticipate any cooling problems with it.
Oh, okay.
It's all intake side, which runs cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
anticipate a problem, but I was starting to develop intake manifolds for it, and we just didn't get to the point. We shut it down before we got in.
Before you got anywhere?
Because of the way the industry was going.
Right, right.
But the parts survive, and they're part of the history, so we're trying to preserve them.
You say you was head developer for how many years?
Well, most of that development we did on the 400 and 430 in 60s, from 66 to 69.
Okay.
1966
Okay.
and 1969.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, that's nice, Denny. Let me see, like, well, let me hear one time. Look at that. Oboe man, guys. Look at that. Well, Denny, I appreciate you taking out the time with me. It's always good to see you. I'm coming to Bowling Green next year, so maybe I'll get to see
Come on
you down
down.
there.
We're going to plan to bring the parts back and put them on display.
Oh, you're going to put them on down there?
Come on down.
Yeah, I appreciate you always taking out the time with me. All right, Denny. Thanks. All right.
Good to see you.